Hello, good evening. Happy almost weekend. I was listening to music and I was kind of like, okay, song fades out. I'll turn the music down. I'll come on. This turned out to be a very long song. So we had a nice little interlude there at the beginning. That's okay. I think in the Twitch, Streamlabs and Twitch and all of that, the starting parts of the streams, a lot of times the first 5 minutes disappears anyway, which is too bad because I do a lot of the things I want to talk about during that time. I haven't really paid that much attention about it, but I do know that it can kind of vary too sometimes. So, anyway, Turtle Fleece is done. Yay, I did over Monday and Tuesday a lot of work on totaling. I didn't talk about it Tuesday morning. I still don't actually have, I do have a few figures. Um, and basically, I'm done with everything and put the yarn into the next step basket, which is this has got to be washed, right? So the recording and everything's pretty much done. The main goal I was going for, there was a Twitch team on Discord. And part of the Twitch team, there were 4 different goals that you could spin, and I did 2 of them. One was to spin every day, okay, and the other one was to spin a sweater's worth of um, fiber to spin a sweater's worth of yarn to knit a sweater or make a sweater. Their goal was a certain amount of ounces as opposed to yardage, um, as a, so that I mean everybody spins different, right? I may take that amount of ounces of fiber and get a sweater's worth of yarn, or I may not. It just depends. In fact, I did 33 ounces, and that's almost twice their required amount, right? Like I could make 2 sweaters, which is not true. Um, it's a 10 to 12 wraps per inch, 2 ply, and it's going to be a very, very bulky sweater when I knit it. So anyway, that's it's over with. I reported it, and that was my goal was to do those 2 things, and also then in the Knit Girls thing, there were reach a certain amount during Stash Dash, which runs from June 1st to August 31st. And that I set was 7K, right? And um, I had to change everything over to meters in order to get that, but I also met that goal actually way before. I've got another month left. So I did not set my goal high enough for that, for the amount that I spun, and I spun easily 3/4 of it during the last 3 weeks during Tour de Fleece. Hello, Lex Mix. How are you? I am doing good. It's late night for you. I know. It always is. It's late night for me, too. Hi, Kay. It ironically, it's only okay, it's 7 p.m. my time, right? But there are times when I mean, I'm done for the day by this time of the day. And so to stream this late at night, um, fortunately, it's not hard because I don't have to do any physical activity. I'm just sitting here playing with fiber and spinning yarn. You're crocheting. You're part of a granny square. Afghan, I would assume. um, I love those. I love those granny squares, and it's definitely in my plans to make one with the odd bits of handspun that I have left over with all the projects that I do sometime knit. My problem is I have a lot of handspun yarn and I'm not knitting with it very much. I am currently knitting a scarf. It is not for me, it's going to be a gift, but I am currently knitting with my handspun. Uh, Once in a while during the day, I'll sit down and knit on it. So welcome both of you. Let me go. I'm going to spin on my Nano tonight. Also, let me tell you right now, we have a storm brewing. I hear thunder. It could go around me, right? It might not affect me at all, but I also could just lose my electric or lose my internet, even if it isn't doing anything here, because further down the line, somewhere, you know, they lost that and it affects me. So if I disappear, then I may or may not come back. It just depends. I'm pretty tired tonight, and if I end up having a stream shortened by the hand of Mother Nature, I may just accept that as an invitation to keep it short tonight. It's good over there. Good. Great to see you. Thank you. And yes, indeed, the last one. Then it's time to make the black cotton. Make 12 granny squares out of black cotton. Oh, that sounds pretty. I love them. They look so old-fashioned. But the last granny is the worst at the moment. I feel like you're not getting it done. It's that last mile driving home too, isn't it? I want to be home. Just relax, enjoy it. It'll be over before you know it. That could be our knitting or spinning mantra now, right? It'll be over before you know it. Okay, what I'm spinning here, this is the Nano and it has a bobbin on it that is from a collection that I bought last January. It's called Fat Fiber, and the theme of the collection was purples. So everything's been purples, but there were also blues included, and so I spun all the purples on one of the streams, and now I'm going to finish up the pack, which you see here, and spin the blues. Oh, you have a star blanket you'd like to get done. Well, yeah, we always have multiple projects, right? Yeah, we do. These are slippery. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep them in there or not. I think, although I do want to take a look at all of them and put them in somewhat of an order so they progress a little bit. And I also know I have one complete white one, and I don't think I'm going to put that in it. And I have a complete gray, which actually would match. I don't know. I am going to apply this with a light gray color. You have very inquisitive cats. I have one cat that just absolutely is not interested in anything regarding the spinning wheel or anything. Okay, so that's a purple with sparkle. This is Angelina. I don't know if I'm going to include that or not, because I didn't put it in any of the other ones. So I don't think I'm going to include that. I'll use that another time. I think I'll turn these so now they all look kind of purple to me. This is a one real blue one. I think I'll end with that one. This has got blue in it. And unfortunately, this black and green, I am not going to put that in there either. I mean, suppose it has just a little bit of purple in there, but I don't think it's purple enough to go with the skein. I can do something else with it. Yeah, there's hardly any. There's a little bit right there. Is that in the camera? It's hard to see. You save scraps and fixing catnip and fluffing to make cat toys in form of balls. Now that's cool. That sounds like something a cat would really love. I have made one cat toy. It's a mouse. It was knit with hand spun. Just a little bit of gray that I had left over. He has periodically played with it. I didn't put catnip or anything in it. Um, but every once in a while he gets playful and he'll play with it. But he's on the whole a pretty chill cat and is able to go outside. So like if he wants to go chase something, sometimes that's what he does. He goes outside instead. All right, I'm going to do this one first. Do I want to put this gray in there? I think I do. So I think I'm going to put the gray between the purples and blue as kind of a palette cleanser. And I just have to decide, this should go in front of the gray, so it leads in the gray nice. That looks pretty good. So it's either this one or this one next. I'm going to start with this darkest one. I hope. Uh-oh. Oh, I may have to comb these. Now, this is not prepped at all. I didn't even think about that. Let me see if I can pull locks to comb. Well, we're starting out with a challenge. First of all, I gotta find my comb. I could hand card it. I should have looked at these ahead of time. I'll tell you what, I ran errands today with hubby. Well, I don't have a comb here, I don't think. Okay. Let's see if there's one over here. I can't believe I got neat enough to take all my processing tools out of here. Nope, there it is. I knew better than me getting it all cleaned up. All right. So I don't know how much of this is going to be salvageable, actually. Just kind of depends. Not what I expected to start the night out with. I found a wonderful mat to put my Nano on so it doesn't slide. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose a lot of this. It's a teeny tiny sample anyway. It's a pretty color. Really pretty royal purple, I guess. Or royal blue. I'm keeping track of what each of the vendors sent. I don't think the gray wants to be part of it. It just fell off the table. Okay. Yeah. Am I working in the camera? I am. Okay. Oh, I hear thunder. Okay, so it has been a blessed rain because we were very, very close to drought conditions, and it has rained off and on for 3 days now, which has put us not back to normal, but definitely not in threat of drought. So that's good. I don't think there's any others that are in there that are going to need processed. I know. I know. I had said that earlier, probably before you came in. I may disappear because it might take my internet or my electric, one of the two. Nothing I can do about it. It doesn't even have to be real close to me. If it hits, like our electric comes from a town that's quite a ways away. So if something happens there at their substation or whatever, right? Nothing we can do about. Now we had a electrical event Tuesday evening. I had stream Tuesday morning. We didn't lose our electric. I was in the house, as I often am. Hubby was, and I was in the living room, so I could hear. He was on the front porch, was right outside of the living room, and it wasn't storming. It wasn't doing anything, but I hear him say, "Oh," and then curse word, right? And start banging around like he was getting up out of his chair, and at that point in time, the electric went out in the house. So I thought, oh, I wonder if he saw somebody hit a pole or something. I'm starting to get it up, and the electric comes back on, and he's still out there going, "Oh my God!" He's just ranting on and on. And when I finally get to the door to go out to the porch, he's at the door coming in, and what he said wasn't what he meant. He's had a stroke, so sometimes his words don't come out in the right order. But what he said was, "Turn off the electric." What he meant was, "Is the electric off?" And the electric had gone on and off 3 times. And every time it went on and off, I heard this, what I thought might be out on our porch, like a light fixture exploding or, something of that nature. That's what I really thought was happening. I thought something was going on electrical on the porch. Turned out it was one of our electric line poles, pretty far from the house. It's out in our orchard area. Was flashing. Was just going because by the time it happened the third time, I got to see it. It was doing a big uh, electric flash display. So we had I called I was able to call the electric company, and they were here quickly within about 20 minutes because even though it comes from a town far away, they have service trucks all over. And he went out there and looked, and unfortunately, sadly, sorry to report, but a squirrel crossed the wires, right? He connected wires that should not have been connected by crossing them, walking on them, and of course got fried. But that's what did it, was that poor squirrel. I couldn't believe you could get that much display of electricity over a little squirrel. So all it did was blow a fuse on that pole, which the guy fixed. We never lost electric, but our immediate neighbors did because they were next in line. So after that pole, so they lost their electric for a little bit. And that's about as exciting as it gets out here in our country life. That was pretty exciting. It is in the United States. I'm in Kentucky, which is a state in the Midwest part, not near any ocean or anything like that. And I live in the country. Yeah, these little things come from vendors that want to sell, and it's a beautiful idea to do dyed locks, but so few spinners know what to do with them. Because your two choices are to do what I'm doing, which is try and comb them out so that they're smooth enough to, you'll see, I'll pull on the fiber to spin it, or just attach a long tail to the yarn that you're making so that you have a yarn that has tails every now and then, which is cool. It's an unusual yarn, but I don't like it because it is an unusual yarn, right? I don't want something I knit necessarily having, if I knit a hat out of it, it might be hanging down in my face, right? It's a cool way to display the locks, and that's why they call it an art yarn. But a lot of spinners don't know. The other option is just to pick it all apart like this and either comb it or card it. This works. This works real good. That's probably what everybody did that got them. They come apart real easy. It's kind of a nice way to do it. So I'm going to do both ways. You have relatives in Minnesota. I know it has a lot of Swedish parts over there. Yes, absolutely it does. I think Wisconsin does too. Not sure on that, but okay, then I wasn't pulling that out of my hat. Okay. Um, I was just going to ask you how you're doing tonight and if you're how your little puppy dog is doing. Ever since you sent me the picture in Discord of your little puppy dog. Now I think that she's so cute. I think it's a she, but puppy dog is really cute. Really cute puppy. So I'm going to spin this as a carded Rolog first. See how I like it. I may go ahead and card, even though I combed those, I may go ahead and card it. Oh, and I have a blend here because my carders had a gray in it, unfortunately. That's all right. I thought I had cleaned that out good. I put it away with stuff in it. It's coming out real easy though. I think it's my cashmere I was doing. She's hanging out on the back of the couch looking out the window. Watching her world. Okay, eventually I'm going to spin here after I get done playing with all this fiber. It's all part of it. let's spin these two and see how they do. Maybe I'll card the rest of it. Looks like I might like it better. I'm getting a really nice, fine, smooth yarn for this single. All right, let's see. Oh, I left my drive bands on. Oh, I don't like it when I do that. I'm getting so forgetful. Oh, it's raining. I can hear it. I can hear it. It's not thundering, it's raining though. All right, I believe you will have to try and get your sleep. You've been 5 days now. We have turned around sleeping to, oh, you're changed shift. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. It's nice to chat with you always. So take care and get some good rest. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Wow, I just turned those clumpy locks into a really nice single. Look at that, except all of a sudden it doesn't want to pull in. Pull in, go ahead. It's okay. Unfortunately, when I leave my drive band on like that, then the tension gets a little wonky. I think it stretches out. No, this mat that I found it's silicone. I had a great big piece that fit under my charka. And you know, I got my charka out for the challenge day the other day, last week during Tour de Fleece. I think it was a week ago, Thursday. So I had all this mat out when I had the charka out, and I looked at that and I thought, I can spare a little piece of that and put that under my Nano, because on this, really, I was trying to use a mouse pad, which was only good on one side. The other side was slippery, right? So the mouse would slide. So it wasn't working real good. Some of this got a little overspun. It didn't want to pull out, it doesn't want to draft, and I'm going to lose my end, and boy, it's fighting me big time. Let me pull that out. Not sure why that didn't want to draft, but I got a bad area right here. Let me take this off. Tangent chicken! Purple hearts for my purple yarn. All right. Let's see what the problem is. First of all, that should be there. That's okay. I think that might have been the problem. Oh, it doesn't want to draw in anymore. I was so afraid that would happen if I left it. Doggone it. It just gets ornery like that. I could put another bobbin on and spin these colors. I suppose that's what I need to do. See, if I stop and I don't take those drive bands off and I let them stretch like that for a period, it's my own fault for doing that. I don't have another drive band either, which should not be spoken out loud because I'm going to have to figure out what to do if I need one. I left spun silk on this. That's what this green is. We ran errands today. I started talking about that, and I tell you, I am starting to really feel my age and the fact we're retired, and because I used to run errands, 4 errands, be back in 2 hours. And hubby and I go run 4 errands, and we are gone all day. It seems like. Uh, so part of it is that when I would run errands and it was over a mealtime, I would go through a drive-through and eat fast food, which we really don't need to do, and we no longer do because he doesn't like fast food. He wants a sit-down restaurant. And even if he gets a burger, right, he didn't want a fast food burger. He wants a nice burger from a restaurant. So that's a big part of it. That's always a couple hours there. And, I can't complain. We enjoy it. We're out and about and doing things and having fun, talking. So it's quite enjoyable. It's just, I'm tired tonight. All I did was run errands. Keeps wanting to jump ahead. These little electric wheels are bad for that. I noticed Snoring Cat was starting a new bobbin, and it was jumping ahead on her real bad last night. I'm not so sure trying to spin from the locks is a good idea. Some of them are probably alright. This one's pretty good. They're not drafting real well because I didn't comb them open real good. Yeah, it really works good with the Nano. I love it. I really do love it. Because if I draft too hard against the Nano, like maybe trying to get these locks to open up and draft, I'm pulling it off the table otherwise. These are so silky, and that can't be the dye. It's got to be like a long wool, like a Wensleydale or something like that. They are just like silky. Of course, it could be a Shetland. Shetland will have, but it's usually not this slatey soft. The Shetland usually has some grip to it. I have my next bag back behind me there on the bed of fiber that's going to get spun. I emptied a box. It's the fiber that was in a certain box. It's mostly commercial processed. I think it's all commercial processed. My group of bats, 20 bats, drum carded bats that I have to do was in a different box. So that's exciting. I hope I can do that through the month of August. I'll add it to Stash Dash, but I definitely met my goal. So I need to up my goal next year. Unless we're not going to actually be doing Tour de Fleece. Like we're traveling in July or something. I never know. This is so blue. This is so blue. It's not coming off my hands. That's good. I got it rinsed well. Now that is a mystery to me. How can I have a piece of wheat chaff in there that isn't blue? Maybe it's impervious to dye. These kind of look like they're going to give me trouble. You put suction cups on yours, but the coffee table surface doesn't work with them very well. Oh, well, that's an interesting solution. Nope, I lost my uptake. It doesn't want to take this up. What happened? What happened, Nano? You get wrapped? Yep, you got wrapped right here, I think. Oh yeah, glass table wood. Ha! on your patio? Yeah. Sorry, honey, we have to enclose the patio because that's where I can spin all year round. I can hear the conversation now. Especially if you paid for it, the landlord would be fine with it. Yes. I don't think in terms of that. I'm a homeowner. That's all I think about. Shoo! That was way more work than I expected. All right. And I had to change bobbins. But that's not the end of the world. Absolutely not. I can just ply them together later on. Or I won't ply them together. I'll just ply both bobbins. There's an outlet out there. Space heater, some blankets. It'll be fine. Well, yeah. Oh my. Making our own spaces. It's so important. Right, this is Cheviot. We are going from, I have no idea what it was, to, it was purple dyed locks. Okay, that's all I knew. This is Yarn and Wool from hanksinthehood.com. Yarn and Wool. hanksinthehood.com. I love that name, yes. Hanks in the Hood. And it's Cheviot. I won't buy this again. I say that and I probably will, but I really have loved doing this. And you know what? Look how much there is. I am actually probably going to fill this second bobbin. I don't know what other people do with their fat fiber samplers. I suppose if I went to their website, they may have a place where people post stuff that they've made with the samplers. Oh. My biggest mistake was thinking that it was going to be a small amount of yarn, so therefore I shouldn't do it on the Roberta. I really regret that decision. There was way more fiber in this than I anticipated. Who would have thought all of this would fit in that little bag? You know what I'm saying? It amazes me. And then, of course, I've drafted this out, but once I start spinning, it's going to be even, like, I'll get a lot of single out of these. That's what I'm trying to say. If I can get it to spin. which it's doing wonderfully right now. I mean, yeah, it was just compacted like we are used to getting dyed fiber, right? I didn't weigh any of this, so I suppose it might weigh at a eighth of an ounce. I'm not sure. I should weigh them, but maybe I'll weigh the next one. This so feels like Cheviot. Seriously, I probably could have said that it is coarse but not rough and not unpleasant. It has, in other words, each of the staples of the fiber has a micron diameter much, much bigger than merino. And that's why it feels that way. Also has a very distinct look to it. It kind of, in the roving, it kind of all sticks out somewhere. Not stick out, but it doesn't lay against each other very well. Don't know why, except that I guess there's just so much width to the staple that they all kind of stay away, you know. I don't know why that is, but it's true. A merino top or even roving will have a much more compacted look to it even when you're drafting than these coarser wools. Okay, I just spun a piece of hay in there. I hate stopping. I need to slide my bar anyway. Take it up. Come on, take it up. Please, please, please. Oh, man. I hate it when that happens. What happens here? I don't understand why I lose the take-up. Nope, not going on. It's too twisted, and it gets kind of caught up in that when I get it going too twisted. It's too bad. I can't even twist this all the way down into my fiber. That's the only way I can fix that problem, is to back all the way up and start over with fresh drafting zone. Well, I think the threat of the storm is past. I did hear it rain a little bit, but I don't hear it raining now. And that's good. All right, I have to stop. I don't want to. Gotta move my thing. Actually, it's not as full as what I got the first part of the bobbin there. I'm getting, oops, that's too fast. I am getting peaks and valleys. I did a very, I don't know if it's AHD or whatever. I call them rainy day project. Today I sorted and organized my embroidery floss box. But, you know, I had gotten that boxes of all that cross stitch stuff, and I was incorporating it into my already existing cross stitch supply stuff. So that was the result of one thing. Was a storage box that I was using was really crappy plastic. I wanted to replace it with the one I got, and so I did that. So that was my rainy day project today. Hubby and I have started building a big Lego kit on the porch. It's a summertime thing, of course. It is a Christmas gingerbread house, and I have never built a Lego kit before. This is like go big or go home. I'm not sure he has, and of course with his vision, I'm the I give him specific tasks, right? I tell him these pieces go right, but he's doing real good. And man, we had a ball because we didn't really start on the house. It has rooms, and it has a gazillion things in the rooms. Like we built a baby buggy. We built a Christmas tree. We built a little toy car and toy wagon. And that was just pack one of 6 packs. So I am just quite excited about it, and I'm real happy that I went ahead and bought it. I spoke too soon. There's my thunder. I think that it's going to be a fun thing for us to continue to do together. Everybody needs a hobby. We have hobbies. We don't have not had a hobby together. See? Come on, come on, come on. Go in. There we go. It's feeding now. You know, other than travel or things we do like that, cruising or whatever we do together, but not a little creative hobby. And being creative is a huge part of my life. In fact, I got it out yesterday because I was just so blah. And it was exactly what I needed. Something new, something fun. Something that I can put away and look forward to getting back out again. I need to stretch break. I got to do that, but I am not going to stop on this until it is all spun, and then I'll take a stretch break. So, just putting it out there that I got to take one here. I haven't moved much. Unfortunately, when we run errands, I do all the driving, so sometimes I sit the whole time in the car and he runs in and does, like, goes and buys what he needs or buys what we need or whatever. He runs in and does the leg work because he's got the better legs. And I stay in the car. Well, I sit a whole lot, and that's not real good. When I'm home, except when I'm streaming, I try not to sit more than about 45 minutes. And I get up and walk, even if it's just to do a little bit of a pickup thing or, you know, just something. Move around. It's not exercise, but it's not completely stationary either. Okay, I gotta move my thing. This is going so well. I'm gonna whisper it because I don't want it to hear me. I never in my life dreamed I'd get a whole 2 whole bobbins out of this. Okay. Ooh, this is so pretty. I must just really love purple. It's making me very happy. What did I do with the other bag? Oh, gotta move. I don't know what I did with the other bag. Huh. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I am real stiff today. My shoulders, upper arms, very stiff. Your Fitbit has a setting where if you've done less than 250 steps in an hour, it'll alert you about 10 minutes before the hour is up. And those reminders to move are really nice when I get too focused on something to remember how long I've been sitting. Exactly. Yeah, I had one when I worked. I've not an Apple thing, but a true Fitbit. And, I loved it. I mean, I walked so much at work. I was hitting my 10,000 steps a day goal all the time. Now, I don't do that at home. It's really hard to do at home. Like you say, I'm at the point in my life where I like to do a lot of what you focus on for quite a while type thing. Oh, this has sparkles in it. Reading, our art projects, our crafting projects, all of that. Absolutely. We don't want to be. I have a bat. This one's a bat, but it's a pretty bat. Oh, it's a little mini bat. It's so cute, except the purple is laying right on top of the blue. Well, see how this spins. Oh, I don't have it open all the way. There we go. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's all. Okay, that's like a fourth of like one of my bats. And actually, the pretty side is on this side. There's sparkle and Yeah, you can see it. There's sparkle and purple. Yeah, you saw it. Ooh, sparkly. Okay, this came from Curly Cues. Here's another good one, Kay. C hyphen EWES. I love it. Oh, I'm typing, but it's not going on there. So it's Curly C hyphen EWES. Cute name. Out of Oregon. This is a luxury spinning bat with mixed wools, sparkle, and shine. What's the difference between sparkle and shine? Oh, it's so soft. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll tell you what. It's not fair. You only have a bit of this. Oh, I was going to weigh this. Let me see. So many sheep puns, so little time. What am I on here? Am I on grams? All right, let me go to ounces. See if it measures. Yep, 0.2 ounce. That's 0.2 ounce. Lots of fluff. It's amazing. We could spin enough for who knows what, given all of these little bits. But when it comes to using the yarn, it doesn't seem like the yarn goes very far. If that makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like that bit. I am not fond of slubs. I don't know. Maybe I need to... I'm going to see how this does if I need to split it again. Where's my thing at here? Man, this feels like silk and Angora. They did say luxury fibers. Ooh, man, is that soft. Right next to the coarser, whatever that last one was. Cheviot. Oh, my headphones falling off. Oh, that is so pretty. I agree, Kay. Life is too short to spin white fiber. I'm full of them tonight, I know. Oh, that's too fast, too fast, too fast. I have the opposite problem. I don't tend to buy white fleece. I tend to buy the gray-brown ones, but then I buy whole fleece, and then I'm tired of gray-brown, right? By the time I get the fleece processed. That's exactly why I'm spinning this right now, because of the Turtle Fleece. It was that whole sweater spin of natural colored, no, they were dyed. Walnut dyed, Shetland, Corriedale, and Rambouillet. 33 ounces of it. That's 2 pounds. That's amazing. But it's also a thick yarn. It's Aran weight. It's not bulky, but when I knit it, it's going to knit down. squished down some, but it's still going to have a swatch size. What am I trying to say? It's still going to be maybe 10 stitches to the inch or something like that. I already know it's going to make a very thick sweater. But I'm hoping that it just means it knits up faster, which is exactly what I want, because I want it done by the first of the year. Look at this. It's been so nice. They made a good bat. I swear this is all Angora. Other bits, but it's amazing. And some looks like silk because it has shine. That's the shine. Silk is shiny. Firestar is sparkly. Okay, now I'm not pulling in. Now I'm having a problem. Too much twist. Well, this absolutely is going slower than I expected. I figured I would be spinning and finishing a bobbin for the second ply, which is a gray colored. Looks like I won't be. I'll have to decide whether I want to spin that on stream or off. Because it looks like I will be spinning 2 bobbins of that too. I tell you, I really would love to leave this as a single, but I don't think I want to chain play it. I know I have seen people talk about setting their singles and knitting with it. I have not been brave enough to do that. And with all of the different fibers that are in this, I can see doing it with the same fiber. Those singles are going to settle in a certain way based on the fiber. So this has to have something to balance it because of all the different fibers. I can tell there's Angora in here by the way it fuzzes out from the... It's staticky. I love Angkor anyway. Love it. It's dyed a beautiful color. Made a really nice bat. So one thing when I am fiber shopping, I do not buy, and that's a bat, because I don't mind if it's gifted to me, but I can make bats. That's not something I'm going to put my money into processing wise. Rather have topper roving. Oh man, that's pretty. It's a pretty blue. Oh, there's a big hunk of pink slub. No pink, sorry. This is purple only. No pink allowed. Just a little bit there. I'll let a little bit go in. One of my sparkles fell out. Oh well. There goes another one. Sparkle down. Okay. I think you best say that's the end of it. You got 4 different colors of merino from a yarn shop in the town I work in. And I'm pretty sure I want to try to cable ply it, but I can't decide how I want to do the colors, or if I want to do it on the spindle or the wheel, or if it's just hanging out on the coffee table taunting you. Let's talk about this. Why do you want a 4 ply, you're saying? Or is it because you want to combine the 4 colors together? That's the first question. Sparkles, no. Yeah, is the first question is you want all 4 colors in the same yarn. Okay. Second question is, do you want all 4 colors next to each other in the same yarn? Because that's what a cable yarn is, and I can tell you how to do that, right? Your first 2 ply, you go one way. The second, you go another way. I mean, you have to look it up, but you have to spin it specifically from the start, because some go S and some singles go S, some singles go Z. Some plies go S, some go Z, if you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, it's a question of, do you want all 4 together next to each other? Or do you want you like the colors, but you don't necessarily want them next to each other. You want all 4 colors to be in the yarn. So when you knit it, you see a stripe of for color 1, stripe of color 2, stripe. Then of course you know how to spin that. You spin them, you alternate it certain set amounts of the 4 colors. All right, I need to write my curly cues down. I didn't write that down. And mixed wools, it says. I cannot believe that's wool. Maybe it's a really good merino. Gotta look her up. Okay, this one is from Sweet Kelly Jane's. Pretty card. And this is a carded spinning bat, mixed wools, bamboo, and sparkle. And it says available for purchase at fatfiber.com. So this must be one of the Fat Fiber ladies. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. More sparkles. More and more. This one looks like it has LED lights in it. It has so much sparkle. Wow. So this one was a bat that they pulled probably through a diz and made these strips of roving. It didn't come as a bat. Another way of doing it. This was also so soft. I must have been, you know, I was working with those, even the Shetland. They were coarse. Yeah, you like that a lot. Yes, I do too. That's my problem. They're little itty bitty sample bits, and I love it. But that's the point. I'm supposed to go look and buy more. I waited so long because I bought this in January. They probably don't have anything like it. But at least I know that that particular vendor, I like their processing formats, and they do a nice job, and you know what I'm saying. It's like advertising that you can touch. It spins like a dream. There's a little bit of weight. That's pretty stringent. Oh, this is so nice. I do wish there was a way to get more specific on the wools, though. I shouldn't complain. It's more than likely it's merino because it is so soft. What you really need to do that they did do is when it's not a merino is list the breed, like the Cheviot. I have another one that's Targhee. That's pure white. I'll probably drop spindle that and stick that in the Christmas ornament yarn where I'm embroidering the name on it. I probably have a Targhee, but in case I don't. This reminds me of an evening dress. It does. It just looks like an evening dress. I want an evening dress like this. Blue gray, lots of blue sparkles. I've had that on my mind a lot because we're starting to work on thinking about what exactly we're going to take clothes-wise for the cruise, which is we leave October 3rd. So, it's been on my mind. They do dress up sometimes on the cruise ships. Hubby and I like to do it once in a while. It's not required anymore like it used to be, but we do our own little dress up days for the fun of it. There is nothing better than being on a cruise ship, walking around all dressed up with everybody else, walking around all dressed up in the evening, stopping by a bar, having a cocktail. It's just, yeah, it's a decadent atmosphere. So much fun. So I have some things I got to hem. Some dresses and capris I got to hem to get ready. It's probably for the best. If I could touch it, it'd be all over my wallet. It'd be all over for your wallet. Not all over your wallet. It'd be all over for your wallet. I I know. I need to move my thing. One of the things I don't do as much as I should is make bats that are really. I use the drum carder as for function, and am drum carding a fleece that is, from the raw wash state, picked apart, and I need it processed so I can spin it. I don't take bunches of exotic fibers, put them with sparkle, and make 3 bats. I always end up with 3 pounds of Shetland that I dyed with black walnuts. I can fix that, like you say. Just needs my wallet. Yeah, I have some negotiating to do with hubby. It's not going to happen for 2.5 years. And who knows what's going to be, where we're going to be, or what we're going to be doing in 2.5 years. But at that point in time, I have to start taking some of my retirement that I have been saving like forever, as I worked my 401 and all of that. It's required. It's called a required minimum distribution. They move the age up, or I would be taking it now, but, somewhere along about 2 years ago, they said, "Oh, well, we'll make the age that you have to take something later." So that it ended up being left in the investments for the economy. I'm going to negotiate that, that money is not household, not trips. That money is for some really nice fiber or whatever. And yeah, it's not like I'm going to spend it all because I'm going to end up getting it. Well, I can get it however I want, but basically. I can get a lump sum, and I'm not going to be spending that lump sum on fiber, but I see a splurge or two in my life for all my years of working. And I also want to reach the point that I pretty well have my stash gone. So I'm not buying anything right now, right? I pretty much want it gone as much as reasonably possible. And I actually think that's possible. And then go to the buy and spin. You know, the immediate gratification, not store it. I shouldn't have to wait to do that, but I have so much stash right here. I have so much fiber right here. I cannot add to that. That is the only way I can see getting myself to a point where I can reach that point. If that makes sense. How can I be hungry? Okay, so we went out to eat. We ate at this odd time, right? We're eating at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Technically, that's lunch, but if we eat out, we tend to call that the meal for the day, the big meal for the day. I had something so good, something I forget that this one restaurant has. It does give me the goal. That's right. I have always had that thought in the back of my mind that I need to get rid of this so that, you know, I can get into the buy and spend immediate gratification thing and not have to wait, right? I had something so good. I forgot this restaurant had it, and we went to eat there. They have what they call what you know what a flatbread is, right? It's a pizza crust kind of thing, but it's a long oval shape, and they serve it on a big wooden platter. Like I I don't know if they bake it on that platter or not. I don't know how. It doesn't look like it could go in it can't go in any kind of wood flame thing. So I don't know. Maybe it can go in but they serve it on that. So they probably bake it on something else and put it on those big long boards. And then you put a drizzle over it. So it's called Fig and Pig. And what it is, it's figs and it's prosciutto. Okay. So you got your crunchy sweet figs, your salty prosciutto, bits of mozzarella on there, and arugula greens. And then they take a balsamic vinegar and reduce it with figs in it. So it's a fig balsamic reduction. And oh my gosh, it's so good. It is so good. Now I didn't eat all of it. I brought four pieces of it home, which may be why I'm hungry, because I wanted to have it again. I wanted to have some tomorrow for lunch. I have sparkle all over me. Okay, we have done. We have 2 left. Oh, that's where I put that bag. One looks like it's going to get done real quick. Or I cannot put it in here. It is from Wood Song Farm. Heritage Fiber Animals in Virginia. No indication of what the fiber is. Feels like Shetland, and it's gray. And then I have this real blue. Let's see what this, it's coarse. I have this real blue. I'm trying to decide whether to stop now or put these last two on there. This is from you to you. Okay, they did the ultimate pun. From EWE to YOU.com. Yep, and that's the name of the farm. From Yous to You. Yeah, it's coarse. Oh, I can't decide. I would get a lot more yardage if I did. All right. Since I can't decide, I'm going to stop right now and think about it. Because I can't unspin it off there. I can take it off as a single, but... Oh, the sheep puns. Oh! You started prepping the Malabrigo for a fractal ply instead. I love fractal. Hi, Knitter. I love fractals. I've done it a couple times. I love the way they look. Especially if you have good colors. Have you spun some of it? Or you're just prepping? And the Malabrigo, is it going to spin okay? You kind of need, of course, maybe you're able to spin real thin anyway. But you kind of need thin for the final. I'm tired tonight. I probably look at... But those bobbins are turning out really pretty, and I'm really happy with them. So, I'm going to think about whether I put the rest. Plus, I still have some colors. So I think I may get what I still have and look into maybe putting them together. The blue and the gray. I have a white. Instead of putting it on this bobbin, if I can gather enough, I might have enough to spindle spin and have a small 2-ply mini skein. You're definitely pre-drafting it. He warned me it was compacted, and he was not kidding. I agree. I just spun a couple Malabrigo samples from that exchange we did last October. And I was glad I didn't have more, unfortunately. So, Knitter, I am sorry that you hit me right as I'm fading here. I am just so tired tonight, and I've been sitting here spinning, and I need to get up and stretch my legs out, get a little bite to eat. Let's go see if anybody is streaming. I'll be staring at the screen here for a while I look. I gotta bring Twitch up. I turned the music off. You're not going deaf. In case Twitch has got music stuff going. Oh, somebody's cooking with HelloFresh stuff box. Oh my gosh, they do everything on Twitch. Oh, okay. I'm going to go to B. Klug. She is working on a beaded dragon, and that's like, I hope she's on. She's got 0 viewers. Let me go see what she's up to. Maybe she's just getting on. Yeah, it's just, okay, stream starting soon. Okay, I'll hang around a little bit. We'll just hang around. You watched you early. Oh, thank you. Okay. I don't feel quite so bad. Plus, I am going to wait a little bit now because I'm going to see what she's doing. All right. While I'm doing that, I'm going to make up a lot of rustling noise over here and dig out the rest of what remains. This is what I want to apply with it. This is what I'm thinking of. Let me go back to my camera. You can't see this. Well, I'll show you on here. This is what I'm talking about applying it with. Okay. I have no idea. It's an unknown breed. It's a very light pale gray, which almost silver, which I really like. I wish it was softer, but it spins up really nice. Where's my live scene? Here we go. So I'm pretty sure I want to do that. I want to apply it. Maybe I could stick some sparkle in the ply and have all of the yarn have sparkle. But since some had and some didn't have, that's how I could get some sparkle in the whole skein then. I think I even got purple sparkle. Let me look. That's what I was aiming to do here, was look to see what I have left. Because one pack had sparkle in it. I know that. Oh, but it's a really... Oh, I'm not sure that was in there. Oh, that's my green silk, so that's not part of it. Must have been blue sparkle. I didn't think it was. There's purple sparkle. All right. I think I have a plan forming here. I'm not sure. I don't think that was in the pack. It's blue. Okay. So I'm going to move this. Put my cards right here. Some of these vendors also were in the I've had before. This one's called, can you see? I'll put this here and move this over a little bit. That is green and black, a little bit of purple, really, and a lot of gold sparkle. This one is recycled sari silk, which means I got to find a way to process it. It's the right color, but it is all like this. I have to make poonies. And it just was not going to be a smooth single. That's mostly the reason I was pulling this out and not putting it in, knowing that I would not be able to spin as smooth a single. Then I have two things of Firestar. I have a blue, which is that's like the winter, purplish color. And then this is this is like real royal blue. Both of those came in there. It's called Royal Blue Metallic. So that is definitely what I could put with the gray. I can put that with the gray. Then I had plain old white Texel, right? That's right. I didn't put these in. And that would complete the fat fiber box, what was in the box. Now, if I wanted to continue with the blue, I have blue silk. It came from Tweenway, which are great silk vendors, and I have a lot. This is something I pulled from my stash to spin on the nanos at some point. So it's over here hanging out in that basket because that's where I'm keeping stuff I want to spin on the nano. See, at this point in time, I don't see putting any of those in these two bobbins. And then I have this blue, which is a wool. All right, so we know we're going to put that with the gray. And just gray. So I could spin those together, apply it with white. I'll not use the silk with any of those. None of them really need silk. I'll have to see what this sari silk looks like when if there's enough of, see there's blue in there. I could see, can you see the blue? Yeah. I could see spinning this as a single, this is a single, and trying to ply those two together. And same with that. Spin this as a single, that as a single, and ply those. And then the plain old white is just going to get divided in half and spun by itself and stuck in my breed basket. So that's the plan. So at this point, that means I am done with this bobbin, and I don't have anything hanging around anywhere, do I? No. And I need to spin the gray next and ply that. Ply these two. I probably will make myself some notes here. So I remember what I wanted to do. Okay. I didn't write down this one here. I need to write this in my notes. Sweet Kelly Jane's is the source. At fatfiber.com. And it was a bat pulled into roving. I have the hiccups. Mixed wools, bamboo, and sparkle. I do keep these cards, but a lot of times for me to put it down in my notes what order I spun these things, I might be able to tell a little bit when I finally have the finished yarn. Let's go see if B. Klug, well, she's got her beads there. I see fingers. She's got needle and thread, but I don't know what she's beading on. I'm looking. I'm back to looking on Twitch. The only with the other one is 8-bit Emmy is doing crocheted squares. And for some reason, she's got loud noises on there.
Sleep deprivation beats gaming deprivation.
Oh, it's not letting me skip the ad. Sorry. It's going to take a little bit. It's Dunkin' Donuts.
Supposed to be sleeping over at somebody's house, but we weren't putting it in anything. You know, strangely, nobody was putting anything in buttholes when I was growing up. That was just not a thing. We just drank in the soccer field and hung out. When did we pull the buttholes into that?
Am I the only one that ever shows my face? Okay. There. She's got something beaded in her hand. Okay. B. Klug it is. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Sleep well. Have a great start to your weekend, and I will see you Sunday afternoon. That's the plan, anyway. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it is Klug. Okay. We are going to go to B. Klug. She is beating. And thank you again. Kay, great talking to you. Knitter, take care. And see y'all later. Bye.